Okay, so we're going to talk about linked lists. So essentially what a linked list is you have a series of nodes, and each node is connected by a pointer. So you can see here we have 3 nodes. We'll do one more. Well, let's shrink this down just a little bit. And each one of these nodes can hold a value. So these are the nodes, and these are the pointers. So let's say this is holding 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are all data members, right, or values. So the way that you create a pointer in code is you simply create a struct. We're going to call this node. And because I'm holding integer values, inside of our struct, we create an integer, and I'm going to call this data. And then we create a pointer to the next element. So let's go ahead and end this curly brace. So the way you can visualize this is here's the data, and then here is the next pointer, the next element, and this is our node, right? So I'm going to pause the video. We'll start looking at it in code, and then we're going to attach it to the unsorted list that we created in the last chunk of videos. So I made a new project, just started from class, fresh scene. Here's my C++ file, and then I made the linked underscore list and then linked underscore header. So let's go ahead and open up the header file. I'm going to zoom in on this. Let me close out of my, well, actually I could have just shift that over. Okay, so let's go ahead and include IOStream. And we're going to be using our standard namespace. And then I'm going to go ahead and create a struct called node. And then inside of this, so if we wanted to create a float, we can type that out, or an integer or whatever. We're going to do node integer, and then we call this data, and then we can do node, and then create a pointer to next. And I have a video on pointers. If you're not familiar with pointers, I'd go and watch that. All right, so let's go ahead and create our class. So class linked underscore list, open close curly braces, and then we're going to do our public, and then we're going to do private. Now our public functions are essentially going to be the same as our unsorted list. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and paste those in here. So part of my public, you can see I have a constructor called linked list, and then I have pretty much all of the same elements. They really are. I just copied and pasted them into this file. So in our private elements, what we need to do is add a pointer to the start of our list. So we do node data. Let me go ahead and save that. Let's make sure though that I have the right data and the right underscore here. And then I'm going to make an integer that stores the length of our list. Now if you remember too, our current position used to be an integer in our last list. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and copy this and make it a link to the current position. save that. It looks like I didn't copy over the current position, which is fine. We don't really need it, but we can get rid of retrieve item. We're working with nodes, and in a standard node like searching list, I'm gonna cover double linked list later, but go ahead and get rid of get previous item for simplicity's sake. So if any of this is confusing to you in respect to why these were created or whatever, go back and rewatch those videos, write them out on paper. If you're not sure about pointers, go ahead and watch my videos on that.